Welcome to The Shape of a Person, our weekly podcast. Once again, our Becky is out enjoying life and not here in our classroom/recording studio to help us with the podcast. But the good news is we have our amazing guest host, Megan. Megan, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
So Megan actually joins us partway through this episode. So you'll hear her chime in halfway through and make her noises that we make when we're responding to what the students say. So when you start hearing two of those noises, you'll know that Megan joined us. This week we interviewed Denisse, who has been in our program for 2 years. And she's just such an interesting, funny, lovely, vibrant person, and what a pleasure to get to hear her background and find out more why she came. I didn't know that until today, why she immigrated here from Mexico, but first from Panama. So I'm certain you'll enjoy hearing her story as much as we did. So here is Denisse. Denisse, thank you for being here. I know that you are nervous to be here, but I am so excited from the moment I invited you to come. I have been excited to sit and have this conversation with you because you make me laugh. Every time we're in class together, I just find you to be so interesting and funny. And so I know that you're nervous, but I'm not. I know this will be great. So please introduce yourself to our podcast listeners. Tell us where you're from, and then we'll just start figuring out how it is that you got here today.
Okay, my name is Denisse. I'm from Panama.
Yes.
But I lived in Mexico for almost 6 years. I came from Mexico. And I'm a lawyer and a makeup artist too. And my husband and I decided to be here because I need to improve my English and take another career. The next career that I get is cosmetology.
Okay.
To improve my all that's in the beauty, and I think that is a correct choice to improve my all that type of career that I decide to study.
It kind of broadens you. So I have so many questions. So you were a lawyer first and then a makeup artist?
Yes, because when I moved to Mexico, I can't work. Was very difficult for me, but because that is a very specific career or profession for the country that you study.
Yeah, because the laws are so different from one country to the next.
But the law is very general.
Yes. Okay.
And the person think, oh, you are a lawyer. You have to work in the process or things like that. Yeah. And that is incorrect because you can work. Study a bilateral contract or something like that. But was very difficult for me, and and when that situation happened, I realized, I need another things to do, and I decided to study and all type of makeup because I have so many ability to do all that things. And I studied in a very important institute from Mexico.
Okay.
And I'm certified. And that's it.
Where in Mexico did you live? I don't remember.
In Mexico City.
In Mexico City. And that's where you studied to become a makeup technician, was in Mexico City?
In Mexico City.
Okay. And then what sort of work did you do with that certification? Was it for weddings?
Wedding.
Films?
No.
Wedding.
Social makeup.
Okay. Social
I'm a specialized in bride.
Okay.
Bride. But I can make up all type of person.
Okay.
Social glam, teens.
Okay. So when you move on to cosmetology, that includes what, hair and nails? And how does that expand your business?
In Mexico, I take a master
Okay.
degree,
Master's degree, yeah.
to do hairstyles.
Hairstyles, okay.
Only hairstyles.
Oh, like styling, not cutting,
no,
just styling. Okay,
Not
got it.
cutting, no
Coloring.
colors
Okay.
and keratin, no.
No.
Only styles.
Curling, putting it up, that kind of thing. Okay.
But I know the cosmetology
Yeah.
have so many things. No?
Sure.
Makeup, hair,
Yeah.
nails. But my intention is obtain the degree, the
Yes,
career, and if in the way I can learn another thing, it's fine for me.
That would
Very
be great.
good for me.
Because then you can expand what you offer through
Exactly.
your business. So let me back up. You were an attorney in Panama. You were born and raised in Panama. Is that right? And how old were you when you moved to Mexico?
When I'm married,
When you got married? Is your husband Mexican?
Panamanian.
He is Panamanian,
Nationalized
Okay.
Mexican.
Got it. Okay. And what did his job? Was that why you moved to Mexico, or?
My husband lived in Mexico
Okay.
For 10 years.
Okay.
But I met her, he's in Panama at the university.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
We was my boyfriend in
Okay,
the
sure.
university, and then he made his life and married, and then he divorced. He was
Okay.
divorced, and that things.
Interesting.
And he contacted me,
Okay.
and hey, Denise, how are you? And, it sounds weird. This call, but I don't know. I will. I have a travel to Panama, and I'm glad to see you.
Yes.
And I'm okay. And it's weird, but it's okay. And we have a dinner.
Okay.
Had a dinner, and then she invited me to Mexico and travel in other parts of the
Okay.
world in other
Yes.
countries, and then I love you, and
Oh.
I will spend my rest of my life with you,
Aw.
and I don't know if you want to be with me
Yes.
in Mexico.
Mexico.
And that is the history. Maybe in Spanish, can I explain with more details?
Yes. Where all did you live in other countries together, or you just went on vacations to other countries?
What was very curious, because we saw in Panama or Mexico or in another countries that he traveled because
Okay.
for his work. And for example, we saw in Mexico, in Chile, in Europe, and United States.
Oh, everywhere.
And then maybe 1 year, and then we decide to, well, okay, you and your daughter maybe have to move to Mexico.
Mexico. So then what was that process for you? Do you now have dual citizenship, Panama and Mexico? Are you a nationalized citizen in Mexico too, or no?
No,
You still
only
have-
the regular process immigration.
Okay.
I would like to nationalize Mexican because
Yeah.
I love that country
Yeah, you've said that.
with all my heart. More than Panama.
More than
Sounds.
Hopefully they're not listening
yeah.
in Panama. They're going to be offended. Why? Why do you love Mexico? What is it?
I don't know. Maybe all that part of they have the culture, the food. The people are very kind.
Yes.
And you have to do so many things to recreation
Oh, yes, yes.
more than the Panama.
And certainly in Mexico City, right? I mean, that's a huge metropolis. So I imagine there's theater, and there's a lot to do there.
Yes.
Right. Yes. So, and what was the
and it's cheaper.
and it's cheaper than Panama.
Than the United States.
Well, sure. Is it cheaper to live in Mexico City than Panama? About the same?
Maybe the same. But you can apply so many things.
Yes.
For example, for my daughter, you can find so many schools to bring you classes for gymnastics, guitar, music.
In Mexico City.
In Mexico.
So how old was your daughter when you moved from Panama to Mexico
8
City?
years.
8 years old. So what was her experience like? Was she sad to leave Panama, or was she fine with it? Did she like Mexico?
For she was a little bit difficult.
Sure.
For the school, because in Panama she studied in a Montessori system.
Oh, okay.
In Mexico, a traditional school.
Got it.
With so many rules, very strict.
So it went from no rules, the child decides what to do, to a lot of rules and strict. Oh, poor thing.
And that part was difficult for her.
Sure.
And I used a tutor.
Okay.
And then all that things fluid very normal.
Okay.
Because she had a special condition. She had TDA.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know in English. TDA. In Spanish is TDA.
Do you know what that is, Megan?
Attention deficit.
Oh yes. Okay. ADHD. Yeah.
It's different in English.
Yes.
And due to she was very difficult for her all that follow all that rules and homeworks.
Yes.
Can you imagine in Montessori system? Always you play and learn with playing.
Through playing, yes, that's night and day. And especially to a child who has ADHD, they would flourish in a Montessori style where they can lead and direct their learning, where then to go. But the tutor helped, and then she was able to adjust?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
And
I'm so very grateful.
Yeah.
And she she turned to my friends.
Aww.
She's a very special person for my family.
She's here with you in the United States now? No, she's still in Mexico City. Okay, do you miss her?
She's a teacher.
Oh, she
teacher.
is.
She's
how
a teacher.
lovely. Oh, that's so great. Do you get to see her? Do you get to go back and visit
Yes.
her? Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yes, but when we moved here, I feel the real horror.
Yeah.
Yes, for her, because all is different.
Yeah.
And she stay in a very difficult age.
How old was she when you came here? 14?
14.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Now 14,
16,
and
17.
now she have a 16.
Okay. Okay.
16.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, but
Yes.
less.
Yes. It's a difficult time in life no matter what. And then to change countries and languages and Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So you came here because of your husband's work? What made you move from Mexico to the United States?
To learn English.
Oh, to learn English.
To
That
learn
was the
English
goal. Okay.
and learn another career. My husband
For your
works
career. Interesting.
in a special works.
Okay.
Because she can do all the profession, all the
his job.
activities
It's-
in whatever place.
He can work remotely. So does he work from home? He has
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you moved here for you to learn English, to expand your career. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And did you know anybody before you came here? Like, did you have friends who already lived here?
No.
No. So you met Adriana, Veronica, all
Here.
of them here. You all seem like you've been friends for 20 years. That's beautiful. And just in class, you made friends in class?
In class.
Wow. What kind of law did you practice in Panama?
Commercial.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the correct words, but I don't know. Society.
Okay.
Commercial and taxes.
Oh,
that
gosh.
is my master in taxes.
Is in tax
but in
law.
taxes from Panama.
Of course, which are, wow.
Yes.
Do you go back to Panama to visit? No. Do you miss it or no?
No.
I have heard. I feel like I've heard you say that you have Mexico in your heart. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think in my past life,
Yes.
I was a
You
Mexican
were a
person.
Mexican. Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
maybe.
And now you get to go back to your roots, right?
My roots, yes. I don't know, but I don't. The caminos.
The paths.
Yeah.
Of God's.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what He prepared for me or my family. You never know.
I know you came here to learn English and to get your cosmetology certification degree. Are you planning to study cosmetology at Lone Star?
Yes,
oh,
yes.
That's so exciting.
Yes, so far away from my home.
Yes, because I think that's our other campus.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm living in Tombo.
Oh, you do? Okay. Yeah,
but
we don't
the
have
first classes, I think, is like common roots.
Like introduction to it
Exactly.
or something. Yeah.
And then I have to move to another campus.
I think North Harris. Yeah. Oh, that's
It's
so
near from the
exciting.
airport.
Near the airport, yes. That big center. Yeah, it says Chi on the side, I think. That's exciting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, here you are. Like you. So how long have you? 2 years?
2 years.
2 years.
And months.
And months. Yeah.
I have to say this, all the listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
This is very challenge for me.
Yeah.
It's challenging
Challenging.
for me because I understand very well.
Sure.
Here,
Yes.
when you go out and listen to others Americans speak in Texas, speak like a singing.
Spot on. I
It's
thought
very
you were
funny.
from Texas just now. That's it's so funny.
For example, in my gym,
Oh, yes.
near from my home in
Okay.
Tombo, the persons are very Americans.
Through and through. Yes.
Very Americans.
Tomball is a very patriotic team.
Yeah.
That is,
Yes.
that's so,
And
yeah, go ahead.
and they speak different and quickly.
Yes.
But
yes.
always I say, can you speak a little slow
Good
to
for you.
understand because
Good for
I'm
you.
a student from
Yeah,
I'm
good for
I'm learning English.
Yes.
And if you talk slow, I understand. I will
Yes.
understand. you.
Yes.
Because the person maybe have the Google Translator.
Oh, yes.
But no, it's okay. I
Yeah.
can understand you if you talk
Just slow down. Yes.
But it's fine when you find persons like this because that is the common here.
No, it's true. Yep. And especially if you want to use your cosmetology degree to work somewhere where they speak English, then you'll have all sorts of accents and all sorts of different rates of speaking. And
But I couldn't speak any English.
that's
Nothing.
amazing.
Wow.
Nothing.
And here I am. I've learned so much from her essays because she will write about cosmetology, about makeup application, about taking care of your skin, all of these things. And I'm like, wow, this could be published
Yes.
somewhere. and an article.
It just makes me self-conscious when she's
Oh,
in my
100%.
Because we,
Yes.
in our advanced listening, you were telling us about the composition of a face.
Yes.
And I don't remember, it was like, this should be a third, I don't remember what you said, but it was something about the symmetry of your
The
face.
symmetry of,
It just all made me very nervous, and I wanted to like pull a sheet in front of my face while she was showing it to the class, so no one would look at because they're looking at my face all day, and then I'm like, well, great, now they're going to be going, her face is very asymmetrical.
Very
Because
asymmetrical.
I use a tool, special tools,
Yeah.
to see the skeleton.
Okay.
Person,
Wow.
and then
Yeah.
I will do the correction
Okay.
for that type of person.
That's amazing.
For that type of skeleton.
With just the shading, just
Just
the
with the-
colors that
yeah.
you add can change what their skeleton looks like? I mean, is that so?
The
if
dark
somebody,
and the bright
Contours.
correction contour
Yes.
is not is for everybody,
Yeah.
because my skeleton is very tiny,
Yes.
and I have to be cautious and don't do so many dark correction in my face.
In your face because your skeleton is
Yes.
small. That's so interesting.
Interesting.
I have so many questions. But one question: how did you end up in Tomball?
Yeah.
Like so you were in Mexico and you thought, I need to learn English and improve my career. Why Texas and why Tomball? What made you choose
Because
this place?
the son of my husband moved here
Oh, okay,
in
okay.
Houston,
Okay.
in Missouri City.
Oh, yes, How old is he? Your son-in-law? No, stepson. How old is he?
One had right?
Had,
Uh-huh. 16.
Oh, okay. He was 16. Okay.
And
okay.
the others,
So it would be is.
22.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. And are you happy to be here? Do you feel like you're settling in? Is it still stressful to you?
It's very different,
Yeah.
but I'm happy, but it's very different.
Yes, sure, sure.
To Mexico.
Yes, yes.
The life is very tranquila, like
Calm?
calm. Very
Here,
calm.
it's calmer here than in Mexico?
Yes,
Interesting.
Wow.
very calm.
And that bothers you? You want more activity?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm a cosmopolitan person.
Yes, yes.
I see.
So you want a party?
No party, but maybe you go to the restaurant or bar.
Yes.
But here, all that type of place
Yes.
close very early.
Early.
So I think the problem, Denisse, is you're out here in the suburbs. So if you lived in Houston,
Exactly.
they have a great nightlife there where, I think that's what's tricky. Whereas Tomball, we're all in bed by 8. We can't be
But it's cool
going to
because
a restaurant.
it's calm.
Yeah, it's a good for you in your life maybe too.
Yes. Yeah.
To
Maybe
calm
your
down.
daughter. Does your daughter? Do you feel like she wants to follow in your footsteps? Maybe pursue law, or
No.
just go her own way.
I don't know because she is very talented and she's a very artistic person, and I think maybe architect
Oh,
or
okay.
engineering.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't know. I think,
Yeah.
but lawyer no,
Lawyer, no.
no,
Yeah. Makeup artist, no.
no,
No.
no.
So you said you did not learn English at all when you got here. So did you study it in Panama when you
No,
were
in Mexico.
in Mexico? So
in
you didn't
Mexico.
study English at all when you were
No,
a child?
in Mexico before
Wow.
moved here.
Yes.
I took a course
Okay.
in Harmony Harmony
All right.
Hall to prepare,
Yeah.
and for maybe almost 2 years
Okay. Okay.
online.
Okay.
Firstly, it was in person in classroom.
Okay.
But then the COVID and transform the system in online.
Wow. And when you came here, could you understand people when you got off the airplane, or was it difficult right away?
Was difficult.
Yeah.
Was difficult.
Yeah.
But I understood very more than before.
Okay. What is the most difficult for you? Speaking, writing, reading?
Speaking, because my brain. My brain think in Spanish always, and my brain, and that's happened to all the students.
Yeah.
And then my brain make the translator, and I lose so many time in that process.
Yeah.
I feel you. I understand.
Megan, did you ever think in Spanish when you were studying Spanish as an adult? Did you make that transition?
There were points where I would dream in Spanish.
Interesting.
And I would think in Spanish. And sometimes the word occurs to me in Spanish before
English.
It
That's
occurs
really interesting.
in English, but most of the time it's English and I have to translate into Spanish.
But I listening I follow so many Instagram page, the tutors and persons who teach English and give so many advice, and this is very common. But Megan surprised me because she speaks Spanish very fluently.
Yes, she does.
And with any accent.
Yes.
With that type, or
like what it would sound like if I tried to speak Spanish.
Estoy manejando. No, nothing at all. She speaks very well Spanish.
Yes. Congratulations, Megan.
Thank you.
But Megan learned Spanish as an adult. So it can happen. You can learn a second language as an adult. It's just really hard.
It's
because our brains are old and tired. No, it's different.
It's different.
It changes where it's just so much more work.
And when you have the perimenopause,
yes, then it's even harder.
It's harder.
Yeah. I feel that. Don't you feel that, like, when I'm trying to pull something out of my brain, I just feel like there's dust and cobwebs up there and there's gears turning, but it's not firing. Where when I was young, I could pull things out of my brain so easily, especially when I felt like, no, I used to be pretty intelligent. Nope, it's gone. Just a bunch of dust and cobwebs left. Yeah.
I think you have to maintain activities that make your brain
I think you're right. Active. You have to make it work. Just like at the gym, you're making your body stronger. We have to.
Yes, I'm working every day, do exercise every day. Every day, because that make me a very I don't know, strict person or
disciplined
person.
Yes. Yes.
Discipline, and make me disciplined in all areas of my life.
Yeah. So it starts with the exercise for you, and then you can be disciplined. What kind of exercise do you do? Do you lift weights? Yeah.
Weights.
At your gym.
Weight.
Yeah.
I have to be strong for my
for your age?
For my age.
Yeah.
Because I want to clean it by myself.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Speaking of age, you look like you're in your young 20s.
Amen.
I want to know, I've always wanted to know, have you ever participated in beauty pageants?
No.
No, you haven't. Wow.
No, because
you really missed an opportunity there, Denisse.
No.
The pictures that you have, though, I think I've seen a few pictures of you that are professional, and they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And I've always thought, I wonder if that's from a beauty contest or something.
Oh,
no.
But you're always beautiful. I mean, you come in here to these classes, and you just always look so.
You think that?
Absolutely.
I'm always sports
Sports, athleisure wear, but you look beautiful. That's the point.
But
like
it works
when I
for
wear
you.
those clothes, people offer me money on the street because they think I don't have a home. Where you just look so put together, just absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, I agree. You could have modeled and made your millions.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm so very happy now.
See, you were nervous coming in here, and now
Yeah,
we're
because it's very difficult.
sure. No, but I'm so proud of you. I mean, imagine that. Imagine Denisse 2 years ago. The idea of coming in here and recording this podcast where we talk for 45 minutes to an hour in English. Look at how well you're doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Maybe I'm a little bit hard with me.
You absolutely are. You absolutely are. And always have been, at least when I've known you, in every class I've been in with you.
Yeah.
You're your worst critic.
Oh, man,
Tough on
thank you.
yourself. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Megan, do you have any questions you want to ask Denisse?
Well, that
since you
was the
were-
one
yeah.
that was just, I wanted to know if you had maybe ever been Miss
Yeah.
Panama or,
No.
so that's
Not
a no.
yet.
All right. So
But
all
now
my
they're-
questions have been
They're
answered.
not going to make you Miss Panama because they're going to listen to this and hear how you
Yes.
said you'd rather be Mexican.
Maybe
So
Miss
now they're going
Mexico.
yeah, maybe Miss. That's right.
Well, Megan, what is your favorite class?
My favorite class.
Writing, right?
I think, well, I do love writing. I do. I think both of them are fun. Well, I think personally, yes. My
You have a
students,
good
I'm
time.
not sure that they think that the writing is fun. Grammar is, I enjoy grammar because it's quick, right? It's
Yeah.
one unit for 1 week and then we move on to the next thing. And I think that while it can be a bit overwhelming for the students, it's also, it helps to keep our brains kind of fresh, right? And moving. And I tend to have a little bit of ADHD myself, so I like
You
to
need to
move.
keep
Yes,
moving, yeah.
we get to go whoop, whoop, whoop. So, and I mean, what other class can we throw rubber chickens
It's true.
in
Yeah.
besides grammar?
Besides
We can-
grammar,
yes,
that's
we
the
can
only
play
one
games.
that allows it.
Yes, absolutely.
She's very funny in
I know.
her classes.
Yes,
Very funny.
like the mullet analogy.
Yes.
They all come tell me about the mullet analogy.
That's,
yeah.
I think
yes,
that's
yes, yes.
important,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Especially, I know a lot of, and Denisse has a lot of questions. Well, when would I ever use this word, right? Whatever the word is, and I'll have to say, well, you probably aren't going to hear it much if
Yeah.
it's a formal word, but you may hear it, in
Yeah,
the grocery
at the
store
party.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And this won't come through on the podcast. My hand
The
signals.
mullet motions, but trust us, it's effective.
Yes. We talk about informal versus formal language being a party in the back versus business on the top. Mullet situation.
Do you know my youngest has a mullet right now?
Really?
Do you know what a mullet is?
No.
Yeah, so it's the hair that they have longer hair in the back and shorter hair
But that
on
type
top.
of hairstyle was is very vintage.
So when I was young, my sisters all had that hair. My brother had that hair. And then we thought, we'll never do this to ourselves again. We thought that mullet was buried and then all of a sudden it started coming back.
A few years ago.
Yes, and so my little boy is 9 and he came home and said, I want a mullet. And I said, absolutely not. You can have a tattoo before you have a mullet. No. And then he kept bringing it up and I thought, why do I care? Let him have a terrible haircut and then we can laugh at him for the rest of his life. So that's what we did. We took him, we got him the haircut, and now we will take pictures that we can then 20 years from now say, remember your terrible haircut and laugh. So
I
that's
definitely
good.
need a picture of that.
Oh, it's something. And his sister is heartbroken because she was like, Maddie, you had the best hair of all of us and you ruined it. He does have nice hair. He did have nice hair. Now he's got
Mullet is the name.
mullet. M-U-L-L-E-T. Mullet. Yeah. I know, it's such a
It's
bad haircut,
ugly.
it has a name.
It's ugly.
Did people in Panama have a mullet? Of course, that was before your
No.
time. No, you've always
No,
known better.
no, no,
Yeah, no.
Never ever, no. Doesn't happen. In Panama, the people are very fashion.
Fashionable. Interesting. Yeah.
In Mexico too.
Yes, in Mexico too.
There's no place for a mullet in high fashion.
There is
no place.
No.
That's really funny.
I have to ask you something.
Of course.
I don't know if the university think in do another classes and in the regular classes.
Yeah.
Another courses, maybe to get a better maybe conversation, or I don't know what type of courses that the university do to the students.
So my hope, and it's not up to me, but my hope is that we can offer a speech class here, which is like public speaking and practicing and just communication. And I hope also that we'll be able to offer a composition and rhetoric class, which is a reading and writing class, because that improves your English too.
Writing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the class.
More writing.
Yes, girl, because writing.
More writing, more essay, more paragraph.
Writing teaches you
I need more.
thesis. It teaches you to think. It teaches you to organize your thoughts and consider something in a way you hadn't considered it before. So I think, the 4 modalities of language. You need to speak, you need to listen, you need to read, you need to write. So that's my hope, that for the students who are finishing ESOL, that here we can offer those classes that will be more speaking, listening, reading, writing classes. Because you're right, even though you're finishing
but without the homework, more flexibility. No, miss?
Well, when you're out of college, it always comes with homework, unfortunately. But you can always not do the homework. You just need a 69.5 to pass, right?
Yes, but
It's not going to happen.
These students, no way.
No.
It's an A or nothing.
Yes, it's true.
Right?
High standards.
The high standards,
No,
very
and
disciplined.
The homework is annoying, I know. But when you are trying to learn a language, 2 hours a week, 4 hours a week isn't enough. You need to go home and light up that part of your brain again and interact with it again and then take a break and then go to class and light it up again. So you just need more practice than the class time allows. So.
See movies in English or series with the
Subtitles.
Subtitles is very useful.
Yes, for sure. Because
So
then you can
maybe-
see the word.
So maybe those classes can have just a movie log.
That's
what
right.
did you
Watch
watch?
a movie
There's
in
your
English.
homework.
That's right.
What did you watch?
All right. Well, I think, Denisse, this has been, it wasn't so bad, right? It wasn't bad. You had a good time?
Yes. Thank you for the interview.
Yes.
Thank you for being patient.
Oh, you're
And
delightful.
thank you for the person who listened this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude with me.
Never. How could anyone be rude with Denisse? No. We all love you. All of your classmates. And yes,
Thank you
Marcos
very much.
stayed behind so he could wait and chat with you
Yes.
before
Okay.
and encourage you. So, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. No, it was a pleasure. I'm so glad you agreed. And Becky,
You are an incredible teacher.
oh, thank you.
Incredible teacher.
And I do want to tell you, Becky was very sad that she was missing your interview.
Becky.
She was like, wait, she's coming when I'm not there? So she was a little heartbroken, but yes. But she'll listen to the podcast and be pleased that Megan got to take her place, but
Maybe.
she will be very sad at missing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Denisse.
All right, hi y'all. This is Megan, the luckiest adjunct at Lone Star. I wanted to extend a hearty thank you to Melissa's nephew, Jack, for writing and recording the score for the podcast. Also to her husband, Eddie, for amazing microphone placement and removal. Also for editing this amazing podcast as well. Thank you all.
microphone placement and removal. It's so hard not to laugh. Lydia's trying to not look at you. Oh, so good.
The views and opinions expressed in this interview are those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Lone Star College.